the ministry and the FA came together, deadlock in a meeting, together with the players, agreed that go into the game against Mozambique, give out your best, win the game, qualify. Whatever wasn't given you in the first match, second match, third match, we put it together as 30K and give it to you. Even with this motivation, still, onya.
Bonjour, mon ami. Bonjour, mon ami. Good morning, afternoon, evening, depending on what time you're watching this. My name is Nakwa Melabi. New sets, new feeling. Same old squad. They're back in the building. Francis is here. Vincent is here. Benedict and I were here last week to give you some up and downs in the world of football. But today, I'll be guest. I'll be at the host of the show, but I'll be guest because my people will then go experience the Côte d'Ivoire there. Then they here today. They tell me stories, things you know they see for TV Top, things you know they hear. Today, the eyewitnesses are here to give you eyewitness account. Somebody will say the rare news. What you didn't see on TV. Today, I'm going to enter into that as well. But let me welcome you, Mr. Francis, Vincent, and Benedict. Welcome.
Yeah, Charlie, big man. What's all the happy?
We be there here. The economy the last week up and down, but we there inside.
We go take on like the way the Black Stars go last week too for Abidjan. Listen, you don't go tell us then last week for
them. So the two of you were there. The two of you experienced what we saw on TV, but more from the physical. You saw, you could almost taste the pain in the air. You guys saw it. Let me start with you, senior man.
So make a coach your way. Make a coach your way. You say, somebody sings it, feel the magic in the air. Ale. But maybe that you will go feel the pain in the air.
We with the Ghana the thing they knock we.
Charlie, the Black Star players them sell us out. That be the word I go use. They don't try give us at all. This one today we forgo PG Sep Raw because listen, the things we see for stadium, way plenty you people know they see for TV. It don't be all the players with the talk say then shine for Black Stars then shine. And they tell you this matter. Player like Inaki Williams, that guy, if he get like Michael Essensule Montari or Mubarak Wakasu, did he play our midfield? He would have been one of the finest strikers to have ever played for the Black Stars. He get in style of play. He not be player where he go come central midfield, can carry ball, dribble, go. He dey hug the touchline. Then he go run. As they run, you for play am long ball, make it tick. He not be say Salis Abdul Samed. Then Baba Idrisu no they get ball. Did they get the ball? But they lack the technical know-how. They don't get any footballing brain for them head inside. Those two guys, they are complete waste to the Black Stars. No, I tell you, to be frank with you, those two guys, Baba Idrisu, Salis Abdul Samed in our central midfield. Make I tell you something, I'm not a prophet of doom. But if it be those two guys that will play the qualifiers en route to the 2026 FIFA World Cup, then forget it, and Basu. Then call World Cup, no ja! Abu Kwekwe midfielders way. Ask Vincent, Ghana versus Egypt. How many number of times did Inaki Williams hug the touchline, run into space, anticipating a pass? Sally step on the ball, look at him, and then will just bring his head down and kick the ball short to someone. Then Inaki will stand there frustrated and be doing like, oh God. Then at the end of the day, people are putting him in the news that he has gone to give back pass. Frustrations no nyina count. Frustrations no nyina count. Where go give that back pass where then take scores. And they tell you, say Black Stars, no, it be chaotic team. And they tell you, a lot is wrong with that team. In terms of their mentality and focus. You see that guy, Salisu, he thinks he be the only Zongo guy. That day, if like me, I did a mixed zone. Like you people go see for TV Talk for Ghana, see some journalists fight Salis. I mean, they tell the security people to make them leave and make somebody touch him. Like me, I go insult them for outside inside. Make you know, say people, they Ghana with them crazy pass him. You know, if you go play, excuse my language, bullshit. Like what he played against Mozambique.
You too, so you're allowed.
And he go come.
You're allowed.
They won't try prove to us, say he get right. What? If he's even having conscience, do you think he has any guts to even respond to any F word thrown at him? The nyama basa ball he play even coach footballers no go fit play no. Salisu, you see what they do to Baba Rahman? The one we go do for him, If you know the next Black Stars caller, if they call him, make him no come. Because we are Katafuon, we dey wait for him. We go show him say we crazy pass and mumum fish how ka. Muna tefia can street now. How come we have financial? Not so he's sending. I'm sending him this message. We the Ghanaians know.
Translate.
And they try make you know say we crazy pass him. That is stubbornness you won't prove no. You they do your body guy. They beg you to come play. You come to know they show us anything. We not see central defenders before. Unless we don't see anybody safe. We see John Mensah. We see Isaac Vossa. John Boy with the insult himself. You Salisu, you know be John Boy in class. Jerry Akaminko, where he get injured en route to the 2040. You know be Jerry Akaminko in size. We see Issa Ahmed. We see Dan Coleman. We see Jonathan Mensah. Yeah. We see Jonathan Corti.
Ricardo, all them all can play.
Who be you? Hey, they say forever inside. If human being finish, Kese be monkey. If human beings finish, monkey the chop chief. That be in Salis. Today you Salis. I don't blame him. Maybe Chris Hughton went into the reason or make it drop him as he played the shit ball he played for the first game. He said, no, make it not catch me. I don't I beg you. You need bro. From here to Abidjan, no, you not be small. In Salis, he give somebody money. Salis will give somebody money. You know, we win our money, we take go Abidjan. Or he thinks that the Black Stars know he be playing thing. He be playing thing. We dey wait for him. Even if you don't get pass, we go shout in name. You see Baba Rahman? If he get pass, we dey shout in name. When he himself, he say no go play. Even if you don't get pass, we go shout in name. He go meet us for Kumasi. We are waiting for him.
Well, what a nice way to set the tone for the show. But Vincent is also here. I hope you cool the thing down. Oh, yeah. I just hope you go cool down because this firework come first 5 minutes in pony.
You see, our last episode before we went to Abidjan.
Yeah.
Me can say me say spiritually, I feel like the team is not ready, and now Mojide said definitely we are going to go far.
So now, man, if you like, we will bring you
footage.
Don't cut me. If you do like the one live, we will bring you playback. You said we are going to win the tournament.
Oh yeah.
Emphatic.
Don't come and stand here and do like a spiritually.
Also have that thing.
Yeah. Also, I know about playback.
Our first game.
Also, one hour for.
Our first game, I'm losing hope say against me and J tournament because if you believe so beat Magic tournament, you have to beat a team like Cape Verde. In your group are Ghana, Egypt, and Mozambique. Now you team qualify. We need 3 or 4 points. Same thing happened in 2021 African Cup of Nations.
Cameroon.
Ghana needs just a point to qualify. You need Comoros before ball. Comoros share Ghana. So I think situation that happened to Ghana no, it started for the past 5 years. And I say I'm paying for no more ball no. Baby na omuni ni no. Ome who say e bring ba na you bet my baby read this thing. So I think they are calling the name from the ministry, the GFA, the players, supporters, everybody.
No, Vincent.
Because
Vincent, I will not cut you. The Ghanaian supporters gave out everything in Abidjan.
Oh yeah, but the last game, I sent some videos to so last game, supporters needed to hold. Opiant me crying 29 so or friend about I go back to hotel because it came as a shock. Yeah, we need 2-0. It was an easy game. Mozambique for Crabon and Omobodo. No Musro. But 4 minutes, 5 minutes, our mobile game in the team share. So imagine say if Mozambique were playing that game right from the second half. Commercial Bayer 4. But this is the same Mozambique at Cape Verde 4-0. As a border. So after Cape Verde Mozambique game no, I have to go and see Mozambique squad na make sure team some because if the intimidation Mozambique game yeah, trust me, said this Black Stars team about the Ghana Premier League top 8 cry how monka in this Ghana Premier League because uko medium abesho uko Adrian abesho
ko 7 or can say no say medium abesho Black Stars hey
na say Black Stars
na Black Stars asana nye sebi I mean this no disrespect to medium
what we've seen
no disrespect to medium but really come on medium against the Black Stars
medium Not me down by Blacks. Now, club sign national
bro, let me give you an example. Before the tournament, Legon Cities,
yes, only
a
Namibia.
relegation threatened team, played a 1-1 draw with Namibia. Namibia came from behind, deep into stoppage time to equalize the goal. Fast forward, Namibia caught Kumasi with all our supporters and almost stifled Ghana 0-0. Thank you very much.
So if say Namibia team,
I mean, we also
no.
But
Lagos
I mean,
City.
anyway,
So
anything's possible in football. So yeah.
So I think going for it right now, you have to committee on open new coach.
Waste of time.
I mean, I'm open new coach, but I think committee no Martin. This is the same committee. Omofa, Sika Konobai. This is the same committee. Omuni Otuado buy. This is the same committee. Omuni Milo Ebai. And this is the same committee. And Nipakono heading all these previous, I mean, coaching and committee. No, or one is also heading this one. So
what's the difference?
Difference being home.
Maybe they've learned
right now.
I'm just playing devil's advocate.
Wikipedia says here. Now check George Nkola. And also Ghana head coach.
Yeah.
Yes, check it.
Are you serious? How does he spell his name?
George Nkola.
He's a German.
Yeah, German. Everybody say on a Ghana coach. Also called GFA. Oh, Wikipedia. Your manager is George Nkola. So, Ebani Sena. Yet me, I announce the coach. GFA ni announce the coach.
Before we came on there.
And now the Ghana Football Association. Everybody manager George Nkola.
Okay, so
breaking news.
By last 2 days, and everybody say coach, you know.
Okay, hold on. So, George Nkola, born October 6, 1965, is a World Cup winning German footballer and manager who played as centre back since 2018. He has been in charge of the youth team of Victoria Köln. I think it's in Cologne in Germany. His date of birth is here, blah 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 blah. Current team, Ghana.
Let me tell you something.
I know good. I beg. What
before we came on air,
Vincent,
before we came on air, the program's director said Ghana is now a crime scene. Aden, how did we come to this?
But how they not announce coach? You Google the coach and name they there as the Black Stars coach or the
last
Ghanaian
2 days.
coach.
Eba said this coach as he request about he wants to be the coach.
Yes.
So it means right now, no.
Somebody lobby already.
Somebody can't say, "I then we are not the
But wait, it meets the criteria because then set
15 years there, it meets.
It's a World Cup.
15 years, some so do ethic criteria.
criteria.
Next mama coach is better than how
The criteria.
Benedict, take us through the criteria.
Criteria in a way say local coach behind me Jumano.
Oman can say pay local coach.
Criteria
Local coaches are more 15 years experience.
But that's not the only criteria there.
And then
they say team building.
Or winning experience.
Or the highest, I mean,
he should have a discipline record.
No, me na most of a big coach. Some guy, me no want certificate.
You should have the highest certificate in coaching.
But have they submitted? Have they applied?
And they
all day inside.
No, but
So right
now they are not even looking. They said the people should go and look for a coach, not people should apply. So you can apply and it will be overlooked.
No, but my point is, listen to me very carefully. If they're going to look for a coach and the coach is not interested in coaching the team, you can't force the person.
No. George Nkola not interested.
So maybe I've heard about him. I've heard that. So maybe the approach, let's say a Maxwell Kunedu.
Okay.
What's Ghana people show him? It will see Shege small. But don't forget, in past administrations, the idea is like, what is he said, don't do again.
The reason why I say, I want to tell you, how Ghana football, right now, coach, but then on the internet, just a Ghana your new coach.
No, but
George Nkola, that's his name. If you check his on Wikipedia as the Ghana coach,
but Ghana now highlighting and they call GFA page.
The last coaching club,
I think.
See, let me tell you one thing. The problem here is we went to the African Cup, performed abysmally, disgraced ourselves in the full glare of the entire world. You saw that, you heard that interview that Emmanuel Adebayo granted.
Yes.
When they asked him, what do you think Ghana should have done to qualify? He said, Ghana qualify for what? After qualifying, what are they going to do? They only came here to party. They didn't come here to do anything. And I'm telling you, the GFA were trying to be smart on this particular occasion. by trying to fire the coach and hire a coach, just to make it look like, to reshuffle things and then we go back to reset again. Then people were like, no, we can't accept this. You have to issue an apology. You have to accept that you've gone to goof, you've gone to messed up everything. Then we have to touch on the budget for the tournament. Why are we budgeting 8-point-something million instead of the winner taking our home
7
7? Are we making profit or we are making a loss? Then we have to look at the whole brouhaha around the team. The appearance fee, some people say the players have been given $21,000 each as appearance fee.
Initially,
for the Black Stars.
players, they were now or commemorate more 30,000.
As winning bonus
Initially,
for
the
the
Black
3
Stars
games.
winning bonus now $5,000. So this time around, so no, we are going to give you 30,000.
And this information, is it out there? Is it out
It's
there?
out there.
Okay.
Before, your game against Mozambique. So if we are able to qualify to the next stage, they will give the players
Vincent, don't
30,000.
polish it.
Oh yeah.
For this tournament, emphatically, you know,
emphatically, too much.
it's not 5,000 in this tournament.
No, it was 30,000 from the
It's
group stage.
10,000
Yes.
Per game.
per
Per
game.
game.
So, listen, first match, it didn't go according to plan. Second match didn't go according to plan. So, the ministry and the FA came together, deadlock in a meeting, together with the hierarchy of the leadership of the players, which is the Black Stars, agreed that go into the game against Mozambique, give out your best, win the game, qualify, and then whatever wasn't given you in the first match, second match, third match, we put it together as 30K and give it to you. Even with this motivation,
Still players. in the season.
Dianya Udiano Onya. 6 minutes to go. 6. They can't just hold it. Then you come to the presser to come and say they should allow you to fight a journalist.
I want to ask you.
What a mess of a player.
That point has been made. I want to ask you a question. Let me start with Benedict.
Okay.
This tournament that we went to, it's sad, but not really surprising that we went out of the group stage, because from the way the boys were playing, you know for a fact that there's a high possibility that the boys will come out. Certain players' names have been going around as the most disappointing players in the Black Stars. I mean, I can name the likes of Richard Ofori.
Number 1.
It's not in any order, I beg. Where he did to my two where?
But he's the goal. It was
Hold on. So certain players' names
I
have
don't
been
know what
going
we
around.
felt out there.
Richard Ofori, and he mentioned 2 players later.
Salis.
And Baba Idrisu.
And then add the centre back. Salisu.
And then Salisu. These names have been going around as our worst players in the tournament. I'm just going to ask you, who are your worst players in the tournament? In a particular order. From the worst to the worst.
Okay. So my worst player in the tournament will be Baba Idrisu. Because going into a tournament, you can't even come in a game and tell me that you are losing your first pass.
You also that.
Yes, you can't even come in a game and tell me you are losing your first pass, because you are sitting back watching the game, knowing that, okay, going into this game, this and this is what I need to do. You can't enter the game, you are given a ball and you lose your first pass. And I don't know why he was even included in the squad, because in his general play, I'm not seeing anything interesting about what he's bringing to the team. So he will be my number 1. The second person will be Richard Ofori. And I'm not surprised, because there's a goalkeeper who is a 3rd choice in his club. There's a goalkeeper who has not been in post for almost a year. So why does a whole Ghana, a national team, put a 3rd best goalkeeper in post?
He's lucky.
He's lucky.
He's a lucky goalkeeper.
Now in football,
According to Olele, he's a
One
lucky
problem
he's
of Nkrumah.
a lucky goalkeeper.
but
They
in
play.
football, it's not about luck counts, but your tactics and everything comes in. So if you are going into a tournament, a keeper who has been injured for almost a year, coming back to his club, is a 3rd goalkeeper. Why do you go into a tournament and put him in post? Unless you are telling me he's the next captain to the DIU, so you need to play him. And that is not even, wouldn't even justify this. So he's my second. My 3rd will be Salisu. We all expected that from Southampton. He did well. Other clubs were poaching him to move him to their clubs. And coming into a tournament, I know he's coming back from injury, but it doesn't justify going into a tournament and doing basic mistakes. Against Cape Verde, we saw the second goal we conceded. He did a normal basic mistake, which is being done in maybe under 15s and under 13s. And he did this. In our game against Egypt, he's that type of defender who is not that aggressive. And he's always trying to relax and look for the best opportunity to take the ball. No, this is AFCON. And in AFCON, everybody is coming up and playing tough games. So this is a tournament you should show. And you know that Ghanaians have been going back and forth with you, begging you to come and play for the Black Stars. So this is one tournament you should have shown us that, yes, you are coming in and playing with your heart. So he will be my third player. So I'm going for Baba Idrisu,
Richard
Ofori, and
Salisu. Vincent,
Well, me,
I'll give you time to breathe.
the thing is, collectively, we didn't have a good team.
Okay.
And most of our goals that we considered were based on individual errors. I remember before Ghana-Mozambique game, the Mozambique coach said that Ghana, we don't have a good team. We only rely on some individual brilliance. That was Mohamed Kudus. And after Mohamed Kudus, they know how they can frustrate Ghanaians. So our first game, I think the first goal was an error from Richard Ofori. The second goal was an error from Salisu against Egypt. Is that
against Egypt was Inaki and
Bukari. And also against Mozambique, the penalty from Andre Ayew, and also that corner,
catfish.
Point and kill, yeah.
So I think.
What are you saying?
I mean,
Jesus.
To me, Jiku was the best player for me in the team. Overall, Jiku was the best player.
So they laugh.
He was the person ultimately. I mean,
we'll come to the best. Talk about the West.
Talk about the West.
The team, yeah, goals I consider I was from India.
We be nonsense.
And minim West, I make us be away West. But the best player in the team was Jiku, and no matter we free move. Kudus.
Okay. What's or I say no go talk so.
The West, I'll categorize it. Number one, the West, the defensive unit of the team, the back line. They really let us down big time. Because they play like they are headless chickens. They don't know what they are going about. They are just all over the place. All over the place. Like they run without any vision, purpose, or direction. They run around without any aim. I'm sorry I'm putting Jiku in this bracket because he's part of that defensive unit. So you have to be part of it. Because if you look at the goals we've conceded, Jiku and Salisu stands like this all the time as center backs. And if you have a good knowledge about football, you know center backs are not supposed to stand flat foot like this. You're supposed to stand this way. One at the front, one at the back. So that when the number 4 misses the ball, the number 5 mops. But the two of them decides to switch and stand this way. And even though they have standard heights, they still allow average strikers to flip in between them to head balls. And if you look at the highlights, against Egypt, Mustafa basically bullied these two center backs all night. You look at against Cape Verde, the guy who scored the opening goal was Rodriguez. Basically run them ragged all over. And if you look at Odoi, goodness gracious Father. Omar Bonusulia left back center. The guy, the Kevadian guy, he takes him to the cleanest. Waits for him at the byline, drags him back. You ask yourself, what is wrong with you? Against Egypt, the same thing repeated itself. The only person that was a little bit decent, and he too sometimes gets normally caught out of position, was Gideon Mensah. Why was he a little bit decent? Because he had a certain crazy Jordan Ayew on his wings.
Defensive
that
winger.
Normally drags back and come and cover his mess for him sometimes.
They say a defensive winger.
But our goalkeeper is the worst among the defensive units. He shouldn't even be getting a call up into the Black Stars again. That should be his last time. He smells the Black Stars jersey. He's not a Black Stars material. If you go, then it's better we give Felix Che, the medium goalkeeper, an opportunity to rather go there and study somebody. That's my opinion, because Richard Ofori has been with the Black Stars for a couple of years. It's enough. Take him out. Don't bring him back. Just like the way we did to the 2015 AFCON goalkeeper, Razak Brima. Don't let him come back. They are canker around the team.
Spider-Man.
I forget to say they get our keeper like that too.
Spider-Man.
Listen.
You say fuck Ghanaians. Fuck, I don't really go and insult me.
You see, my last two, number 1 on those last two, Salis Abdul Samed. Goodness gracious God. Hey!
Relax. Don't shout.
Salis no one sound. Salis. Salis can play a simple pass into attacking channels for strikers to run on. Salis can tackle and win ball back like ball retention. So defensive play, Salis is poor. Orchestrating attacking, Salis is poor. Then, to make matters worse, whenever they call Baba Idrisu to come and stabilize things in central midfield, then it becomes a chaotic scene.
Rasclat.
Baba Idrisu played in a game against Egypt and he has never won back a tackle in the entire game, that entire minutes that he has spent on the pitch as a defensive midfielder. I said, this guy is a disgrace to Lai Kingston, to Michael Essien, and to Sule Muntari. And in the full glare of this, to some extent, Ajiman Bedu.
Even Wakasu Sef.
Ube fine.
Antonianan.
And Ghana Black Stars, Ghana as a country, we are the problems, we are the biggest problems of ourselves. We will always retire our players before their time. Look, when Ivory Coast needed men to stand up in the game against Senegal, Jean Seri stood out.
Yeah.
Played 120 minutes. Do you know the age of Seri? Max Gradel played 87 minutes. These are veterans from the 2015 World Cup. These are playmates of Drogba, Kalu, Bonaventure, and the rest.
2015 AFCON, you mean?
You understand? So how will you be retiring our players ahead of Mubarak Wakasu in the World Cup qualifiers? The last game he played for the Black Stars currently in Ghana was against the South Africans. Look how he played in that game at the Cape Coast Stadium. At least Wakaso will tackle. At least Wakaso will give accurate passes. But the current central midfielders we have, they don't have anything of that sort. So we are only blaming the strikers for no reason. So we, the fans, we the journalists, should look at ourselves proper again and know when to retire our players before their time. Because we are killing our team. And it pains me very much that realizing that Ghana, the next call-up, it will be Baba Idrisu. It will be this same Salis Abdul Samed who went to the Black Stars and I'm going to
We have a few minutes to wrap up, but let's look at quick fixes. We want to say something real quick.
Well, I think, do you know that against Mozambique, from the first half to 90th minute, or from the first half to 88th minute, we played with 4 back. And since the coach decided to play 5 back, yeah, but 5 back, we concede goals. So I think right now we need a right back, we need a left back, and if we are going to pay Jiku and Salisu, I think you see that maybe you go in for a 3 back or maybe going for another defender, because this Abdulmumin of Celta Vigo, I think that guy has to
I
come
was
in.
about to tell that in terms of the right back,
Yes.
Ghana has a solution to
Yes.
that right back. If we have Tariq Lamptey fit, he's a world-class player. He supports the attack. His judgment, watch him play for Brighton. And he plays in the big matches and he's very decent. Look, this season, when he came back from injury, his first game was against Manchester United at Old Trafford. Brighton won that game. Look at his performances. He's a decent player. He's young as well. His problem is to stay fit. So let's all pray that guy is fit to come back and stabilize our back line for us.
And also, I think with the absence of Partey, we need someone who could do that job. Even before our qualifiers, I've been saying that.
Well, I have personal issues with people calling Partey to come. What?
Partey will give accurate passes to
Relax,
the channel.
relax.
Even Partey is better than-
We have 1 minute.
Okay.
Hey, you walk out. Look, we all see what Partey brings to the Black Stars. But what's the pain me be say? When the day they need Partey the most,
Oh yeah, I'll be that one there.
the day you really need Partey to show that he's the world-class Partey that everybody knows and everybody wants
The
to
day
see.
you
play
go
for the
here,
Black Stars.
Jackson, I know people boss need now to watch him.
So
But now here no a born
So personally, the people make we see say Charlie Partey really the need for the.
Oh yeah.
But we need to know how we go play Partey.
No,
Play Partey the defensive role is for the Black Stars. It's a no for me.
But that's why they play defensive.
but currently,
No,
the-
but right now you need somebody who go break that passes, and the person who go do that, you make you play defensive.
No, but the thing where we see for this AFCON there,
I think
I will
Partey is
take
the
Partey
best.
any day.
Yeah, Partey is the
I will
best.
take Partey any day.
Unless maybe
Quick fix for the team. What do you think the team? Everybody's saying Jeffy for go, but what do you also think?
We need a new team. And I think we've got to the time where we need to start running football like how other African countries are running football. If you go to Senegal, they've changed a whole thing. If you go to other African countries, they are doing a whole lot of things. I remember I was watching a documentary about Belgium where they did a nice tactical and data analysis, looking at their players,
Yeah.
looking at their performance,
Yeah.
looking at everything about them. We should start doing it and stop wasting money on things that are not important. We can put money into doing data analysis of players, getting correct data, knowing that Joseph Paintil at Genk is giving us these numbers. This is performance. This is games we need him. This player is doing this. This player is doing this. If you're having
the GFA, then get data analyst.
They get data
Then get
analyst.
such your warning now.
Eh.
That be the thing.
He wants to end the show.
if we have a good
Data analyst and financial analyst.
We get
They went
That's
together.
all.
Only BB.
You're winning
This guy
now.
brings us the goals, but this guy, you better choose Kawan into Fawe Brand Najawe. I mean,
Because-
we all see that. I'm
When
not
was
even going
the
to say
last
it's
time?
alleged.
When was the last time
Akron phone kwa.
Andrea Yone Ajimembo Dumu time omo under 20? I whom said this omo free under 20 buy. Apart from omo, yeah, you boy so time now that under 23 more omo buy. Those players at first, Utim said Michael Essien, Sule Muntarimo, they all went through their ranks.
Yeah.
Under 15, under 17, under 20, under 23, no more about Black Stars. We Andrea, you are currently in Nebia Mohamed Kudus or under 17, under 20. Tell me any of the players in this current Black Stars team, he went through the ranks. Obi anyhow.
I think Ashmer also did something, but it wasn't that.
Oh,
Nah,
Ashmer
nah,
did.
nah, it wasn't.
But-
it wasn't-
you don't have
you
have
see,
a good
I
system.
support what he's trying to say, but let me
Yeah.
tell you, when our Black Stars were Black Stars,
Yeah.
we need to wrap up.
we
Real
had
quick.
a blend of foreign players and local
Yes.
players.
local players.
Issa Ahmed was playing Joe Hendricks to some extent. Dankwe, the Hearts of Oak,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right back. He played in the 2006 qualifiers. Throughout the entire qualifying, he was the man there. He and Adokwe Papo were displacing each other.
That World Cup.
Sheila Iliasu of Kim Faisal.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember
Was
one
playing.
Adi Brokum
In
Chelsea.
2000.
Liadi
2006.
was playing. So let me tell you, in the central midfield, at that time that we had Asian, the only match the Black Stars played at that time at the AFCON Stadium was against Lesotho.
Yeah.
It was a 12 o'clock p.m. kickoff en route to the 2010 World Cup, the first phase of the qualifiers. Do you know we had a certain player? He's a defensive midfielder. He was a local player. I've forgotten his name. He was playing for Liberty Professionals. To some extent, he came to play for Heart of Lions. He was playing the DM, the number 6, and was being revolved around with Michael Essien, Sule Muntari, and Stephen Appiah. His name just escaped me.
Is it Antoniana?
No, Antoniano.
Antoniano.
We had that guy. He's a look. I don't know if your memory serves you. He was a local player.
Did you have a name?
No, he has this kind of a tree name.
Okay.
He was decent in those games. You understand?
Mm.
So it has always been a blend of to some extent we had Joe Tex from play for Enyimba. He was playing with Bafojan and Samoa Jan,
Yes.
Matthew Amwa and co. Dramani Haminu moved from Heart of Lions and went to the 2006 World Cup.
Yeah.
He played in the matches and he scored even against USA.
Yeah.
So if you look at the puzzle
We need to wrap up, please.
as to how we are not able to as to how we've moved away completely from the local Black Stars the local team completely, it's something we should have a proper look at.
Well, if you want more of these conversations, this is the right place to always log on to MYBET.AFRICA.com, MYBET.AFRICA TV on YouTube. You see that bell there, just press stop and you go see this man hit. He did there. If you click on the hit, go come your top. Do well to always subscribe, and when we drop a video, you'll be the first to see and comment. My name is Nana Kwame. Thank you so much, Francis. Thank you so much, Vincent and Benedict. We have more content for you right here on this platform. Until then, au revoir.